I'm so excited for everybody to just come in and see, and for us to, to grow, to become and even bigger. I just, I'm so excited
No,
about it. I can't
that is
even.
so, like, I'm like, I'm feeling your excitement. I'm excited about it. This is amazing. Oh my God, I love this stuff so much.
Okay. So my name is Mariam, and I am the owner of Pure Aloha Bath and Beauty, which I started back in 2014,
Oh, wow.
about 8 years ago.
Wow.
And this started when I was in the middle of a search for something more natural because I'd been struggling with my skin for years and years and had gone back and forth to my doctor and was just looking for a more natural solution. So I had just finished studying to be a medical assistant and was expecting to be working in a traditional setting. But one of my professors really liked me, I guess, and liked my work ethic, and decided that she wanted me to come work with her and two other doctors. So she wanted me to come in and do an interview with them. And because she said, I'll hire you on the spot, but I work with other people. So we got to get together and see how they feel. So we did the interview and I ended up getting the job. And so they're naturopathic doctors, and two of them were midwives. So I started working in their office, and it just kind of working in the office just kind of brought back my upbringing. My grandmother raised me, and growing up, everything we ate and everything we used was completely organic. It was basically all grown by my grandmother, all of the food that we ate. So working around the naturopathic doctors, I saw them use the essential oils and the herbs and just a natural way of treating their patients. And it inspired me to go back to my roots. And that's kind of where Pure Aloha started. As far as for me personally, I am a military wife, and that's how we ended up living in Hawaii. Um, so my husband was stationed in Hawaii for 5 years. So we lived in Hawaii for 5 years, and I've got three children. My oldest is 21, and he's in college now. And I've got a 14-year-old daughter and my 11-year-old son here at home. So I'm a mom, I'm a businesswoman, and up until recently, even had a part-time job. So I'm kind of a little all over the place.
That's how we do it, though.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's really interesting. You're talking about Hawaii because I was wondering where the aloha came in. And I was like, oh, where did she?
Yeah. So when I started the business, well, Hawaii, first of all, let me say, is moving to Hawaii. I think for the first time I came to the United States when I was 12 years old. So I'm from a country called Guinea in West Africa. And I've been in the United States since I was about 12 years old. So I've spent most of my life here. And like I said, even outside of the military life, I've moved around quite a bit I've lived in different states in the United States. And so it wasn't up until I moved to Hawaii back in 2010 that I finally felt like I belonged. Hawaii just felt like home. Just everything about Hawaii just felt good. It felt the culture, the people, just everything just felt right. It just felt like home. And I was so inspired that a lot of great changes happened in my life. Like I said, for the first time, I finally realized I could go back to school. I went back to college and got my associate's degree, which I had been afraid to do for a very long time. But not only because, I was a mom and, just wanted to be at home with my husband being gone quite a bit. But it inspired me to do a lot of things that I didn't think I could do before, or that I was worried that I wouldn't be able to achieve before. So it gave me a boost in confidence that I really, really needed. But also the experience with the people in Hawaii, the friends that I've met over the years, they were all so welcoming. They were also accepting of me just as, just with who I was. Yeah. And so I fell in love with Hawaii. And so I knew that once I started my business, Aloha had to be part of my business name because I experienced the true meaning of aloha.
That's
the
amazing.
love, the
Yes.
acceptance, the inclusion, and all of that. And so I knew that I wanted to do a natural skincare. I wanted to start a natural skincare business, and I wanted to make sure that anyone who interacted with me and my business felt loved, felt welcomed, felt like they could benefit from the products. And so Aloha just had to be part of the name.
That's amazing. So I love that. And I love the fact that it's this pure aloha. So, which kind of gives like double meaning because you got these natural and organic products. And then at the same time, it's just,
yes.
Oh,
yes.
I've got no words. That's amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
That is so much fun.
It is. I've truly enjoyed it. It's been amazing. I always tell people this is not something that was a dream of mine. I never imagined this is what I'd be doing, that I'd be a soap maker or that I'd own a natural skincare business. It wasn't my plan. It wasn't my goal. It wasn't my dream. But everything about it in the beginning just felt so much like I said, it was bringing me back to my own roots. It was bringing me back to the way that I was raised, to the way that I grew up. And so it just felt completely natural. It felt good.
So let's talk about that. How do you go from trying to find skincare products for yourself to help, issues that you're having, to then selling those products and creating a whole business out of it?
So that's the thing. Like I said, when I first started, it was just for myself, never thinking that it'd be more than that. It was, I'll make a few soaps, here and there, just to be able to use and not worry about any of the issues I had in the past. And I started making those soaps and used it, and I couldn't believe the difference in my own skin. I couldn't believe how it was just immediately I started to see the results, and I wasn't going back to my doctor and complaining about, the skin rashes or all the other things that I dealt with. And I started sharing it with some of my friends. And it was very encouraging to hear my friends come back and say, this is really good. This is good stuff. You've done well. And then I've loved the idea of having a business. I previously had a business as a natural hairstylist. So I used to braid hair. So that was my very first business. And so I kind of just started thinking, people really like this and they don't necessarily have the time to do all of the research involved, all of the reading and all of the testing of the products, because each product takes so much time to test out once you've, learned about it and actually made it. And so I started thinking, well, why not, do this as a business? And once again, went back to friends and asked questions and asked their opinions. And they were like, yeah, there's a lot of people want this, but they just don't have the time to do it themselves. Yeah. And that's kind of where that started. And I never really took it very far in Hawaii because I knew that we were going to be leaving soon, being a military family, that we would leave soon. And so I never did any events, and I never I had an Etsy shop for a while just to kind of test things out. But that's as far as I took it back in Hawaii. And so when we moved to San Antonio back in June of 2015, it took a while for all of our stuff to get here. So it wasn't until towards the end of 2015 that I finally started making products again, and started learning about events happening around the San Antonio area. And I couldn't work as a medical assistant when we got here because the kids were still so small.
Oh, okay.
And so my husband and I agreed that I'd just stay home with the kids. And so I saw this as an opportunity to start building up my business again, my skincare business. And so I started refocusing on that and making more products. And I started doing smaller events and just saw how much people enjoy the products, and all of the positive feedback just encouraged me to want to pursue my business, to want to grow it.
That's amazing. I love it so much. And now you have your little trailer, which is absolutely adorable.
Thank you. Yes, Luna. I'm in love with Luna.
Yes, Luna. And I love that she has a name.
She does. I knew she was going to have a name. I knew her name before she ever got here. So Luna, I wanted to talk about Luna a little bit. So I also knew that after doing events over the years here, and building up a good community, people that are very supportive of my business. Thank you guys so much for believing in me and my products. And so I knew that, yes. So I knew that I wanted to have a store. I knew that that was going to be my next goal, was to have a store. Didn't matter how big or how small. And so I kind of looked around and realized that I'm not quite there yet. I'm not, at least not, I have a specific location that I like to be in. And so that's the goal. And I wasn't gonna, that's it for me. And so when I realized that I wasn't quite there yet, I started researching once again and started seeing, those tiny homes, homes on wheels. I started looking at those and I kept thinking to myself, if they can build an entire home from this teeny tiny little box, then I can totally do something similar with a store. And so that's kind of where, wheels started turning. And at first I thought maybe a bus, and had all these different ideas, and it was just not going to work out for me. So I finally came to the conclusion that it was going to be a trailer. And so I started visiting dealerships and found the perfect one, and had it custom built with the windows that I needed, the lighting that I needed, just custom built everything, and made it a height so that my customers could be able to walk in and be comfortable walking around and looking at the products. And so that's kind of how Luna came. And the name Luna is actually a combination because I've been obsessed with the moon lately.
Me too.
Yes. I feel like the moon has everything to do with every part. Yes. And so, and my late grandmother's name was Lulu. And so it's a combination of Lulu and the moon, lune in French, because French is my second language. So I kind of so I kind of came up with it, and I also read that Luna is the moon. So just decided Luna is going to be. So that's how the name came up. And I love it.
That's amazing. Yeah, I have to tell you. So I love this whole moon concept. I have been obsessed with the night sky for I don't know how long. I feel like there's just something beautiful and poetic about like these, bright spots of light in the darkness. And I think it's such just this beautiful reminder that there is always light in the dark. And, there's always these, happy and bright and good things that we can look at. And it's funny because I've been wanting a new tattoo. And I'm one of those people, I'm a little bit of a commitment phobe when it comes to doing things permanently on my body.
Yes.
Yes. So like I got my first tattoo when I was like 19, I think 19 or 20. And I got a second one probably about 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm like, there was like, this like almost 20-year gap. Right. Or 15 years. A while, huh? Before I got like another one. And so I'm like, so now it's been like another 5 years. And I'm like, okay, I feel like I want one, but I've been going back and forth on what it is. And I was on social media, and there was like this image. It was, of like photographs that people had taken of the moon. And it was like all the moon phases like in a circle. And I'm like, it's going to be that. It's going to be all that circle of like the moon phases. Yes. That's going to be my next tattoo. Now I just have to figure out where I'm going to put it.
I love that so much. I really, really love that. The moon phases, that is perfect.
And it's funny because I've always wanted one, but yeah.
Yes, that's awesome. I love that. I've been seeing photos of the moon phases, in artwork, art prints, when you're out in the store. And I want to get one to put in the trailer. I just love the moon phases. It's just, I actually put decals of the moon phases on the window in Luna. So that I love so much. That's a perfect one for you.
Yeah. I'm just thinking I should have worn my earrings. I thought about it, and then I ended up putting on these ones, but I got a pair of earrings, a pair of fair trade earrings from another a small business that we're connected to called Red Cat Co. And she had these like bronze earrings, like bronze and turquoise. And it's like just like the moon phases and a thing. And I'm I love the moon so much. Love it.
Me too.
So I love it. And I love this concept because it's something like this trailer concept is something that's becoming more and more popular. And I love the idea that you can literally just like take your store wherever you want it to be.
To go. Yes.
Yeah, because we're kind of getting away from this whole brick and mortar thing. And
yes.
So, but
that's
like, but no, also I was just thinking, I'm like, but people are making more and doing stuff. And was it you or was it somebody else that was getting ready to have like a permanent location?
It is me.
It is you. Yeah.
It is me. I am going to have a permanent location soon. So with the new store, it's actually an event that I've been attending for the event. I want to say the Healing Arts Festival and Market is what it's called. It's about 4 or 5 years old. And I've been with them since they first started the festival. Linda Garza is the person that our fearless leader of the Healing Arts Festival and Market. And she's done an amazing job over the years growing that community. And so I started working with them when they first started the festival. And so we're finally opening a healing arts center.
Oh, like a co-op together?
Yes.
Oh, yes. I love that.
You've got to check it out. So it's going to be, so we're having an opening, our soft opening this Friday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. You've got to come check it out. And then Saturday, all day from 10 to 7 p.m., we're going to have our grand opening. And it's located on Bassey Road, but it's a community of tarot readers, Reiki, massage therapy, and of course the products, crystals. We have an entire crystal shop in there. That's amazing. That's run by Magic. And so we have the smaller stores like mine, where we have the natural skincare and some jewelry and lots of handmade items by local artists and small businesses. So it's going to be very, very cool. We're really, really excited for that.
That's amazing. I am so excited about that. Okay. Is this stuff on your social media, like the opening and stuff? I want to make sure I share that. Okay, I gotta go find it.
As well as Facebook. I've shared all of the information there, and even created the event. So you gotta just check out the event section of the Facebook page, and you'll see the exact location and everything. So it's gonna be really exciting. You've got to come check it out.
Oh my God, I have to. That's amazing. That's incredible. Because of ENSA, how much I am about community and collaboration and people working together and building each other up. And I love that so much.
And that's one of the biggest, one of the most exciting things is that now that we have a center, the event happens the first Sunday of every month in Live Oak and the third Sunday of every month at the RIM, the Healing Arts Festival.
Okay.
But now with the center, I feel like this is something that's going to bring in, we already have this entire community, that looks forward to seeing us once or twice a month. And now for 5 days a week, you get to come see us anytime and see the person that, if you need to talk to someone, you need to pick up a product, you don't have to wait. And we're the idea of bringing in other communities, to build up an even bigger community. And because it's been such a beautiful experience there that I'm so excited for everybody to just come in and see, and for us to, to grow, to become an even bigger. I'm so excited about it. I can't.
That is so I'm feeling your excitement. I'm excited about it. This is amazing. Oh my God, I love this stuff so much.
It's a beautiful thing. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Oh my God. I'm looking on my phone right now. I'm like, I gotta find it. I gotta make sure it's all in there because yes.
So it's the Healing Arts Center, Healing Arts Center. And it's gonna be 1235 Bassey Road.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay.
And
I'm so excited.
Soft opening Friday.
Okay. Awesome.
You
know what I'm realizing as I get onto your thing. So, we do this thing like with our members, like making sure we get notifications for their post. And I'm realizing I got on your thing and I'm like, I have you on here to get notifications, but I have not been getting the notifications that you posted.
Oh, wow. I've been
So I'm
posting
like,
quite a bit lately. So
because I know when I go on there, like I'll see them and, like them and try to share them. But I'm like, I'm realizing we haven't been getting notifications for this.
There's been some changes with Instagram. Apparently, there's been some changes. I know Facebook is constantly changing things. So I'm wondering if maybe that's the reason, because I find that I usually follow certain pages and certain people and I get notifications for a while and then suddenly I'm not hearing from them. And I'm wondering, have they just not been posting? And when I go to their pages to look, I find out that they've actually been on social media and posting regularly. And I don't know what that's about.
I don't know what that's about either. Look, Instagram messing stuff up. Look.
Yeah.
Because,
please,
definitely.
Please, just keep it constant, please. A little all over the place.
Because we always want to make sure we're getting our members' information out there, making sure people know what you're doing, all the amazing products, because you talked about this before, but you have expanded beyond those soaps. Yes. You've got some amazing products out there. I love them. Yes. They smell amazing. I was funny because I was just using the what do you? I guess it's
was it lip balm?
The lip balm. Is it a lip balm? I don't know.
It's the glass, the Rolo bottle?
No. So it's in a plastic tube. It's like a caramel de luce, I think. Is that the flavor, maybe?
So it's the lip balm. Yes, one of my favorites. I love that one.
And I'm like, it's a little dangerous because I'm like, do you do that and then you like lick your lips and you're like, oh. Like, this tastes really good. It smells really good. Let me not like eat my lip balm.
Hey, I can't sit here and eat up the whole tube. You know what's funny about that is it's one of those things. The lip balms are really, really popular. Yeah. Really popular. But there's this one guy, and I told him, I said, look, you and your wife, you've got to be like my lip balm people, because there's like on a regular basis, he'll contact me and be like, my wife needs lip balms and we need to meet and I need to pick it up, or you need to tell me where you are because she can't live without it and she can't go. And he's the sweetest guy. Like, he picks it up for his wife and he's like, she can't be without him, and he'll pick up a few at a time. But they're just such an amazing couple, and he always talks about how she loves it, and she's like, she can't use anything else. She's tried other stuff, and that makes me. Yes. This is the kind of thing that I live for. This is like what it's all about. To hear my customers come back and tell me this product is really amazing, and to also hear, which I've been told, which really, really like makes me. I'm gonna try not to get emotional, but when somebody says, "I feel the love when I use your products," that's like everything to me. Everything, because like I said, even though it wasn't a dream of mine, but it's like therapy to make the products, to be able to just stand here in my home and make the products and listen to the music and know that that's being felt in the products is just like, it makes everything worth it. Everything, even on days when things are kind of hard, being a small business and being working solo and being the everything person. Some days can be really, really hard, but that makes everything worth it. So worth it.
That's amazing. And I'm like, you might not get emotional. I'm getting emotional. I'm tearing up here a little bit because I'm like, I love that. Cause I mean, I'm a small business owner myself, and I haven't focused as much on my business lately because I have just, we're building this nonprofit and we just really want to like build everybody else up. But I'm like, I know that feeling, and it brings me such joy knowing that, other people are getting joy out of these products, because I'm like, this is our future. And it's funny, we just put out this grant proposal, and our board member and grant writer, she had this sentence in there that I was like, I love that. And she was like, we were talking about, the different ethical business, and she was like, the future is ethical. And I was like, it is. Yes. The future is ethical. It is just about these small businesses, like really thinking about the effect that their products have on people, creating them with love, not just to make money. And it's, there's so much more going into this product than just, I got to make some money. Yes. And that's amazing.
We love that you guys are here. I love the day I got my my card, my membership card and my bag. it was so exciting.
Yeah.
I wanted to cry just to be part of that. It is such a beautiful, beautiful idea. And, you know, it just made me feel like 10 times bigger just to be part, you know, just to be with you all and to know what you're doing. I love the whole idea. And I thank you for all of the support that you give to small businesses like mine, because it makes a big, big difference. And like I said, it got to my head that day a little bit, because I'm like, look at me, I'm part of something big. I'm like,
yes, yes, you
it's awesome.
are.
Yes. So thank you.
Oh, that's so amazing. This has been great. This has been a great conversation, Mariam. I love it. I love it so much. Yes. So why don't you tell everybody where they can find you?
Oh, okay. Good stuff. Okay. So I am still doing events. We're still doing events in San Antonio, and actually, there's lots going on. So I don't even know where to start. So you can find me here in San Antonio. Every Saturday, we're at the Huguenot Oaks Market, or the Four Seasons Market, on I-10 in the Huguenot Oaks Shopping Center. So that market is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday. And you can find Luna there, so you can shop the trailer. You can shop our clothing, our jewelry, and all of our natural skincare products.
She's beautiful.
Thank you. And then the first Sunday of every month, you'll find us in Live Oak at the Healing Arts Festival. It's located at 8101 Pat Booker Road in the Hilton Garden Inn. And on the third Sunday of every month, the Healing Arts Festival's second location at the Rim on Rim Pass. And I can't remember the exact address off the top of my head, but it's at the Hilton Garden Inn on Rim Pass. So that's where you find us from 11 to 6 p.m. And now you can find us in the center, the Healing Arts Center. So it's Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can shop our store and see all of the other amazing vendors there, all of the other products available there. You can get Reiki, and you can get massage. You can shop that the crystal store there. And the Huguenot Oaks Market, the Four Seasons Market, has a new location in St. Marcus at the outlets that we're going to be trying out. So our first event there is going to be July 11th, and that's going to be from 10 to 2 p.m. So check it out. And of course, we have our website, so you can order the products online. So our website is Pure Aloha Bath Beauty.com. You can also follow our Facebook page and our Instagram, and that has all of the links to our social media and the website and the phone number if you need to call or text, or, you know, have any questions for us.
Awesome. You are everywhere. And busy,
I am a little bit everywhere. And I love it.
I like it. I like it. You gotta love it. That's growth, right?
Yes.
Yay.